The EMA roadmap. Tonight, we're going to talk about 3 indicators that all traders should get familiar with that can help you determine support, resistance, and momentum. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts, and this is a stream that's been created for traders by traders to help us decompress after the market, get some learning on, and just kind of focus on stuff that we learned throughout the day from Chad W. Christian, who is a 33-year stock market vet. He started American Dream Trading 4 years ago, and 3 years ago, August 1st, he went live on all the things, as Coach likes to say. And hopefully, you got good reports today, or you will get good reports. Anyway, it's been on my mind, man. It's been on my mind. But Coach, that's the cool thing. What we're going to talk about tonight are indicators, right? There are 3 indicators that we use quite often here at American Dream Trading because they help us they act as a roadmap. They basically help us guide us through trades, right? And that's the cool thing. Coach teaches us the right way to trade. We actually chart over here. We don't chase call outs. We actually know what to look for and what setups look like on a chart that help us determine most likely what direction the stock is going to go so we can go ahead and make the trade accordingly, right? But what he can't teach is patience and discipline. And those are the things that you need in order to make these indicators work. Otherwise, who cares about the indicators? If you're not being patient and waiting for the proper setup of the indicators, they're not going to work. But tonight we're going to talk about the roadmap. Those 3 indicators are coming right up. But before we do that, I need everybody to do this. I need you to smash the like button. I need you to share the video out, share the content, and I need you to subscribe. All of these things are absolutely free. We're trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers, right? And right now we are coming close to it. We're working on it. Wrong one. They all look alike. Let's see. Hold on. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it either. I could have sworn I saved the update. Is that it? Maybe not. That's so weird. I could have sworn I saved it and loaded it in. Unbelievable. Anyway, we are sitting currently. Got to keep it moving, right? Let me go ahead and pull it up. Okay, so we're trying to get him to 20K. And we're sitting at 16,000. $219. Nice. We are rolling. We're getting it up there. We are getting it up there slowly but surely, right? So that's what we got to do, gang. I'm sorry, I'm OCDing because I'm like, I know I loaded that in, but maybe I didn't. All of those, I got to change the way that they look, maybe change the different color. For those of you who don't know, I have vision issues, so sometimes it's weird. I have to go up on the screen to look at stuff. But yeah, so everybody go ahead, smash the like button, share the content out, and subscribe so that we can get Coach up to that 17K. We're already over 16.2. We are moving steadily. And he deserves it. We need to move it up the algorithm, gang. I also want to put down there the link so that if anybody wants to come up on the panel and share what their experiences have been using these indicators, they can do so. All right, let's get on over here. Grab a linkage. Hopefully everybody had a green day in the market. How about IWM at the end of the day, huh? It went absolutely ballistic. Like somebody did something to IWM, IMA. I'm thinking about EMAs and I started to say IMA, Maria. All right. Do me a favor, put a 1 down in the chat if you made money today. Did you make it, huh? All right, I see Miranda down there. I see James L. J-Dog! What's going on, brother? Big and knowledge, JJ. Hi, honey. How are you? Jeffrey, I see you with the wrench. All right. Darn Cricket, what are you doing here? Welcome. Chad H, I see you, brother. All right. It's going to be a few of us tonight. Okay. So that works. Nice, intimate setting, right? Okay. So I think James came in. Yes, he did. There he is. James.
Miss Dawn?
How are you?
I'm good, hon. You?
I'm good. I'm good, good, good. All right. You know what? No, I don't want to do that one. Let's go with the aftermarket one. Okay, so tonight we are going to talk about the 3 indicators that we use the most. Anybody have any idea what they are? You should. We use them every day.
I know.
Tell us what they are, James.
9 EMA, 21 EMA, 55 EMA, 200 MA, and VWAP. You don't have VWAP included, but we'll give you a pass on that because VWAP is standard across the board. So,
yeah, the VWAP and 200 are a separate show, I think. I'm going to do a separate show on that. So we're just focusing on the 921 and the 55 tonight.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll take off the 200.
We'll take off the 2 and the VWAP. That's a whole show. That's a whole nother show because they're real important. I like that though. Maybe we should get together on that.
Yeah,
we could start doing that, James. Emailing each other about these shows and you know, if you want to kick in because
sure.
You got some knowledge up there, man. So yeah, we'll start doing that tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking and we can just kind of go back and forth on it. Okay.
Yep. Ask me how they make marbles.
How do they make marbles? I don't want to ask you that. I'm scared. I don't want to ask you that. How do they make marbles, James? I don't want to know the answer. Never mind. We got company. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Wow. He made it. Look who's here.
Richard.
He can't hear us, can he? Hey, James, I think you're going to like where we're going with these indicators tonight. I consulted with my chat assistant, and she came up with some really good stuff. So I think you all will like this tonight, the way she analyzed these indicators for us. And it'll help you to kind of get a picture in your mind of how you should be using them. Richard, can you hear us? All right,
muted, buddy.
Yeah, you're muted, James. I mean, James. We can't hear you, baby.
I know them indicators. You know, I only had 1 trade today in the pre-market.
Okay.
Well, I kind of overslept, had a long night, but I got in and did a quick little scan, everything, and got in 1 trade. Got just over 3% of my account.
Okay.
But at one point I was in the red for a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
There you are.
We can, yeah.
Hey.
We can. Hey.
It's a miracle.
Watching it on the Trading View indicators.
Uh-huh.
and putting faith in the indicators, and rode out that little bit of red for a little while.
Okay.
And well, of course, when I got in, when it spiked up the first time, I shed half of it. So when I come back down to ride out that red, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, good.
I didn't
Good. You
have my
took some
whole
stuff.
position in there.
Took some profit. Yep.
Right. So that actually gave me more of the ability to sit and just let it ride and put faith in the indicators. Like Mark always says, do you trust your indicators? And it, eventually it did come back up, and I sold out at what I had for the goal that I had for profit on that trade. Did it go a little
Good.
bit higher? Sure. Do I
Okay.
care? Nope. I got in where I wanted to get in. I got out where I wanted to get out.
Tell us why you don't care for all them in the cheap seats.
Green is green.
He's just worried about the process, y'all. That's
Yep.
how we roll over here. Process over profits. Good deal. Good deal.
So I think I've cleared up where I only have one voice out.
Well, good job,
May
James. I'm proud of
I
you.
jump
You
in?
sure can.
So,
Tonight we're talking about the 921 and the 55. So
I
just
heard
kind of
that.
give you.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I got that. I'm excited about that. But I also wanted to start with Richard's radar, which we had been
Let's
trying
do
to
it.
do, but I wasn't quite well. And Don even prefaced it with, what the heck is happening with IWM? So
Yes.
for those that are not members and not here, federal reports are critically important. And tomorrow we have the jobs number, the federal jobs number. It's put out by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it's going to carry more weight tomorrow. Why? Because one Mr. T happened to fire the previous Bureau of Labor Statistics commissioner. And so now we're going to see how is that going to affect the numbers, and are they going to be more realistic? Can we trust them more or not? And why that's important and why you want to be aware of that is because all stocks, all of them move at a certain rhythm and pace. But when events happen, they can move extremes much more. And for tomorrow is really important because in 2 weeks, we have the Fed meeting on Tuesday and Wednesday, September 16th and 17th, to decide, are they going to cut rates, or are they going to raise rates, or are they going to leave them the same? So that is critical for tomorrow's report. In regards to Don's IWM, the previous government reports that we've had and business reports, the ADP payrolls and other ones, have been showing that unemployment is increasing. And so that says, hey, that gives the reason for the Fed to lower rates. And IWM represents the Russell or small corporations. And that can be a phenomenal effect for the market going higher. That's it.
Nice.
That's my radar for today.
You see in the lower corner there?
Oh, there you go. Bam. Bam. Is that Golem there in that picture?
I set it up. You said you were coming on. I wasn't sure, but I set it up for you to have your own little.
Well, that is so cute.
I got to say, though, Richard, you're looking pretty snazzy in that hat, though.
How do you like this, though, huh? Huh? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Look at that.
Yeah. So when I first saw this, I thought it was that, old man band. And then I realized my son goes, that's an eagle, right? Oh, yeah, eagle.
Which one? Glenn Fry, Don Henley?
No, the cult ones with all the old guys with the big white beards. You're playing with me, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're killing me. You are literally killing me.
It's always good to get you once in a while. You're always getting me.
You got me good. You got me good. Yep, that was excellent. I have a lot of fun with this one, though. So, and
That's
so
good.
Since you're talking about the three indicators, did you want to pick one to start with?
Okay, so yes, I do. Let's start with the lowest number, and it is going to be the 9, which we're going to look at as our speedometer. You like that?
I like that.
So with that being said, hold on one second. Let me get to my. Okay, so the 9 represents a short-term momentum. That's why we call it the speedometer. That's the one that moves the quickest to show you which way the stock is going. right? Now it's often used for scalping, mostly used for scalping and exits. It's great for spotting when the momentum is accelerating or fading. That's why we call it that's why we can call it the speedometer. Would you guys like to add anything to that?
Sure, James, you want to go first? Does James want to go first?
No, go ahead, Richard.
Oh, okay. So the 9 is critically important. And for those that don't know, and again, we're going to give you tips and nuggets as to why you want to come and join us. It's all about what we teach and the community that's here to support you. So the 9 stands for the 9 previous candles on whatever chart you're doing. So if you're looking at a day chart, that's 9 previous days candles. If
I'm
you're
going to pull
looking
up
at
Weeble for us, Richard, while
yeah,
you
that'd
speak.
be great.
Okay.
On a 2-minute chart where we're looking at normally for the day and different things that we teach, it actually is 9 2-minute candles or only 18 minutes. But what happens is that shows the trend or what is developing with the momentum for moving. And we use that a lot to tell us, should we be entering? Should we be hesitating to confirm momentum? That's what I've got.
So would you say it acts like the pulse of the trade, moving closely with the stock price?
No, the pulse to me is the candle itself. And you can actually see at the top or bottom of a candle in the chart that it's at, whether it's 2-minute, 1-minute, you will see the candle itself beating like a heart. That to me is the pulse. The 9 is more of an indication of does it have enough energy? Does it have enough volatility to be able to move above it, stay with it, continue higher, or fall back? If that
So-
makes
Right,
sense.
but the 9 EMA follows the price movement more closely because it is a shorter time frame.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
That's
So
why they call it the speedometer.
and
Yeah,
that's what makes
it's
it great for scalping, quick in and outs.
yeah, and it also it's telling you because it's closer to the present. It's telling you, for example, is that a purple or blue line? Purple, whatever the line is
Okay, so
below the 9.
on the screen here, the 9 is represented in white.
Okay, and the one below it, is that purple or blue?
That is blue. It's the 21.
Okay, the 21. So the 9 compared to remember the 21 is 21 previous candles on whatever time chart you're having. So the 9 is a shorter time frame, which means that when the stock starts to move, it's going to appear in the 9 first. And then the 21, it has much more data. It's going to come in a little bit after, like twice the distance.
I personally love watching the 9 in collaboration with everything else because it moves so quickly with the stock price. You'll actually see that little kick up or kick down before the price actually starts to move down or up.
All
Awesome.
right, so we'll put it on the 1 minute as well, because if you're scalping,
Correct.
it's
And
better to
James,
have-
were you talking about scalping
Yes.
versus
Well,
2-minute? Yes. That
yes,
makes sense.
you can see that for scalping, but even if you're watching it in the 2-minute, if you're watching the 9, you'll see the 9 will, do like a little kick up, like somebody just flicked the line up a little bit.
Yeah, we just had it on that, and then I
Right.
flipped it over
See
to the
how it
1
just
minute.
kicked up,
Yeah,
and then the next candle it'll kick just a little flick down.
it's actually on the 1 minute right now because just because we were talking about scalping. Notice how the 9 has moved and curled. Palm talks about this quite a bit, the rounded top. Usually when you see the 9 starting to like here, it's
Roll over. Yeah.
exactly. It's headed up. It's headed straight up. All the candles are situated over the 9. Everything's copacetic. And then the 9 starts to roll over, as Richard just said, and get the rounded top. Coach calls it heavy on the vine. And now you've actually got a break and hold of the 9 with the break here and the hold under it. and an additional confirmation candle. So when you see the 9, that's your first indicator between these 3 of what direction the stock may be going.
Yeah, and I can tell you, Dawn has shown that she has really embraced this totally, because when Coach talks about it's getting heavy on the vine, many times she's eating grapes, which well, they're on the vine.
That was a setup. That was a straight setup. Wow. Was that a setup?
But I always like with the indicators, when you go to talk about the 21, which is next, for me, I love the space and the relationship of the 9 to the 21. And so do you want to, if there's more about the 9, otherwise
let's move
talk
on
about what that 21 is.
So the 21, we've got a nickname for it too. And it is the trend guide. So, and that's funny what Richard was just talking about, because it is a longer time frame, because you're looking at 21 candles. You're now looking at the average of the past 21 1-minute candles. So with that being said, all right, so sorry about that. To the role of, all right, the 21 acts as basically the middle ground, right? Just like we said here. It is the middle between the 9 and the 55. So it's the middle ground, and it basically confirms when the move is more than just a noise. So the 9 could have easily made this move, but then, if it's really not going to hold, and you can actually see here how they're starting to kiss, right? It was steadily moving down, but now the 9 and the 21 are together, and look what the candles are doing. They're moving back to the upside, right? Because there's no separation there, like Richard just talked about. If there was separation here, like if I put it on the 2-minute, we may possibly see that separation. Let's put it on the 2-minute. Okay, now see how they're a little more separated here? And you've got some space in between them.
Can you make that part of the graph a little bit bigger so that they can see the spread?
Yep.
There you go, and bring it down. Yep, there you go.
So with this one on the 2-minute, it gives you a little bit less noise. It moves a little bit slower for you, right? And also the 21 is good for validating a setup before entering. So if the 9's going that way and the 21 is following it, you got some extra confirmation on the indicator side that that is the direction it's going.
Yeah, I like to call the 21 the backbone of the trade. Nice. So that if it breaks down below that backbone, well, then you shouldn't be in a long play going bullish up anymore.
So I know Coach uses it as his end all be all. Yeah.
Yep, end all be all.
When he's scalping, that 21 is out.
Done. Yeah. The cat's popping back up. Man, I'll tell you what, I pulled up open to be able to talk about the indicators. Palm, thank you for this, because this stock
phenomenal today.
Yeah. Has a lot of momentum, has had it for over a week now, ever since he's been talking about it. You can always, and the cool thing is it's a smaller cap stock, so it's only in the $6 range, between $6 and $7. This is a perfect stock for you guys to practice on. OPEN. Perfect stock.
It's pretty open.
Is this present right now?
It is.
Okay, so this is in the aftermarket.
This is in the aftermarket. Okay, yes, sir.
Because it went up to $6 earlier today, and it was like, is it going to roll over as it goes into the close? But open, for those that don't know what open is and why this is a good demonstration, kind of goes in with the jobs report. Open deals with real estate, and if the interest rates are going to be lowered, well, does that make open a play to look at to see if it's popping? And it does. the relationship of what's going on in the economy affects stocks that are in the same sectors and areas.
Nice. So, for those of you who don't know Richard's background, he is or was an institutional trader, right? So, he has very, very vast knowledge of what goes on with institutional trading, and we
Yeah, I
love
had
that.
to have a straitjacket for the institution. You know, it was a. Oh wait, no, it was a different type of institution.
Yeah, no, no,
Sorry,
no.
that's right. No.
Needs.
Oh
He
no,
needs.
maybe it is that type of institution.
And his dad jokes are
He needs.
nonstop.
Richard needs to be here on 200 day.
Yeah. Why?
We're not talking about the 200 today, but you need
That's
to be
right.
here on the day that we talk about the 200.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well,
we're gonna
you
do
know,
VWAP in the 200. I think that will be maybe we can do that Monday, tomorrow or Monday.
yeah, we can give a teaser on it.
Yeah.
So there are 3 distinct lines on any given day that have extra thickness. And by thickness, I mean there are orders surrounding it, both to go higher and to go lower. And people will be on both sides of the line. It creates a thickness. And when you see these lines here, like the 9 and the 21, you can't see what orders are above it or below it. It's just the action of the candles that will tell you. But the 3 strong lines are, James, do you want to go ahead and give a guess as to the 3? You probably know. Doesn't James love when I put him on the spot?
You don't know nothing.
I'm sorry, Richard. I was replying to F2 in the chat.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so the 3 thickest, most powerful lines is VWAP, which she'll show here in a little bit. It is the 50-day.
VWAP is actually this yellow line right here.
Okay, that is very thick during the day trades. The 50, we'd use the 55 because the back testing has made us fine tune it a little bit more, and the 200 worldwide.
Which
and
is
again, now I
all
was
the way down here.
Yeah, which I was in Europe for an institution. The world looks at the 200 VWAP and the 50. So when we talk about that, yeah, let me know and I'll do my best to come in.
Sounds good. And we're going to round it out with last but not least, the 55 EMA.
I can't do 55.
Ha, 55! 55 EMA, the road. Oh, I cut it off. The roadmap, right? So with that being said, the 55 shows medium-term trend and stronger support resistance, right? Which is basically speaking of what Richard's just said. It helps filter false moves. And I've heard Maria say this before. It acts as a trend line, right?
Yes, it does.
Yep. And it moves to avoid chasing, right? You start taking a look at the 55, that gives you a general direction of momentum that it's used. And it's useful for swing setups, right? Or
longer term trades, yes.
Holding longer term trades. That's exactly right. That's what it says. You might know what you're talking about, Richard.
So can you go back to that slide?
Sure.
Because the 55, and why James has problems with this, let me know when you get it back. There we go. Is because, you know, the orange thing, it kind of looks like an alien with one eye. I'm just saying it does, okay?
Oh, that's our location finder, right?
Is that what that is? Okay.
You see that nowadays. That's a GPS.
Oh, yeah. That's on my phone with the maps. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we had to snag it. We had to use it, Richard.
It's very good. You know, there is a difference when you saw EMA and you saw, well, we didn't show MA, but EMA means that the number of candles, whether it's 9 or 21 or whatever it happens to be, it means there is more weight given to the most current candles than the previous candles. A lot of people, when they go into trading, do MA, which is a moving average, but that treats all of the candles the same. So when you see a 200 MA, that means 200 2-minute candles, which is 400 minutes, whatever that is in hours, all of them are treated the same. So usually you'll see them, those lines much more steady. And so, of course, what we want to look at is the angle and what's going up. And with the 55, even the 21 is also really a trend shower. When we see that, hey, that 9 is rising and the other lines are also coming to that angle, moving up, it should give you a sense of security and belief in the trade as it's developing.
And if you look at the 200, that is doing exactly what you just said. It's pointed
Yeah.
up. Everything's go 55 is entangled with VWAP. It's orange.
Miss
And
Dawn.
yeah.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, but how about just a quick sneak peek, brief view of this on the trading view chart?
The trading view chart. Let me see if I can pull that up. Well, yeah, I don't think Coach will mind that because he does it, right?
Not real long, not any great time, but if you could do like a side by side and you see all the EMAs and then take a look at the trading view with the indicators, coaches indicators.
And while she's pulling that up, I hope the people who are not members are on the fence thinking about, do I get in? Do I not get in? Do we still have the 2-week special going
Yes, we
on right
do.
now? For $19, you can come in, get yourself a Discord going, and you can experience all during the day what we're talking about and teach you how it's possible to change your finances as long as you can be humble enough to listen and be disciplined and spend the time. And we can actually show you how to change your finances, maybe be able to take care of your electric bill and food and other different things instead of having to go out and get a part-time job or another job. You can do it by right from your home, um, learning how to handle shares and the market.
And we've got it right up on the screen
Yep.
here. The
It's
premium
a
membership.
phenomenal deal, guys.
It really is. It includes interaction with Coach and the rest of the group on the
Yeah.
Zoom call, which is worth the price of admission just by itself. It also gives you the IPO corner, things like a pre-market setup, the hot stock picks, which are like what we just looked at, open. In the morning, we actually start trading at 4 a.m. Those of us in the VIP section start trading at 4 a.m. But at 8:45, that opens up to all the premium members. So you guys can take advantage of that and get all of that for $19 just for 2 weeks. Then, if you want to step it up and maybe go to another section like the crypto, that's also $19. If you've always wanted to learn about crypto, we've got two awesome moderators over there, Bucko and Chris, who are fully capable of teaching you everything you need to know about crypto. And that is, again, $19. If you want to go to futures, these are all 2-week trials, right? It's $49, but that is because it includes what we're about to show you or give you a glimpse of is Coach's indicators, right?
And that futures is open pretty much round the clock.
Round the clock. And then last but not least, I do want to add this in real quick. Let's see here. I added one in here today because Coach was talking about it. Let's see. The Diamond membership, $8.50 a month, includes access to all that we've just mentioned: the VIP, the Gold VIP, the crypto, the futures, everything that's included in American Dream Trading is included with the Diamond membership. You used to be able to get it for one price of $5,000. I don't know if that's still available. You wouldn't ever have to pay again, but if it's gone, now it's $8.50 a month. Still worth
The
it though.
lifetime diamonds.
Yes.
They are gone.
They are
Okay.
gone. Yeah, lifetime
Gone.
is
Kaput.
gone. Yep.
So
Never to be seen again. Fairy dust.
$8.50 a month then would be your diamond membership. It's still available, but it's $8.50 a month.
Or 7,500 annual.
Yeah, and I
Yep.
can tell you, there are people that will look at it and say, "Well, that's very expensive." But if you've ever looked at the cost to go to a four-year university and see what the tuition and books and stuff costs, I looked it up with ASU, USC, Stanford, and Stanford was like $140,000
Oh,
to
Wow.
go ahead
pocket
and do
change.
it.
Pocket change. Just
And
right on the
so
check.
it is such a deal. But just want to
So,
mention it's a phenomenal deal because of what all it includes. It includes everything. You can go and test and taste whatever area you want. You can go into breakouts and get deeper, what I call master degree type lessons and breakouts, where you can't with other ones. So if it's in your budget and it's in your realm, it is a phenomenal deal.
So here's open with the trading view indicators, which now, if you're fortunate enough to have these, remember the trend we were talking about? Look what's drawn out for you. We call this the regression channel. And it will show you the trend, gives you the areas of support and resistance that you need to be aware of, including the mean that Richard taught us about, as you can see where it consolidated right there. I noticed, Richard, it will do that quite a bit, won't it?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And this is actually a progressive channel, not a
Mm-hmm.
regressive. It's going up, so
Yeah.
therefore it's progressing. But yes, the mean,
well,
yep,
I was just going to say, and something else to mention. Y'all talked about the $49 futures trial.
Yeah.
correct.
That also comes with the trading view indicators to use during your trial.
That's right. It does.
Yeah.
I,
I think
I
somebody
do
just
not.
said that like 5 minutes ago.
Uh, I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear it
I
either.
was answering a question, and Don and Richard, y'all could probably help me out on this because my
Okay.
wording's not so great. But Maindanger in the chat had a question about.
I thought you were speaking another language. I'm
I
like,
know.
wait a minute.
Yeah,
What?
well, it's the name in the chat.
Yeah. What's his question?
Uh, do we treat the EMAs the same on a macro chart versus the shorter time frames? And I replied, yes. Each one represents the count of the candles on that time frame. So if you're looking at a 15-minute time frame, it's 9 15-minute candles for the 9 EMA.
Correct.
Right.
If you're looking at a 4-hour time frame, which I think that's as high as the 9 goes, isn't it?
No, it's on a 1 year, 1 day chart.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep. What's not on a 1 year, 1 day chart is VWAP because
VWAP, that's the one. Okay.
that is measuring the day's activity.
Right. So if you're looking at the 9 EMA on a day chart, the 9 EMA is representing the previous 9 days movement.
Correct. 100% correct.
So
And
and that
it's
works the same way all the way down the 21, the 55
Yep.
with all the EMAs.
correct. And that's why as you participate and initially if you don't have experience we want you to paper trade or just not even paper trade and just listen because you will pick up things by listening and watching that if you're busy distracted with other things you may miss. And so yeah, I lost my train of thought there, but oh yeah, so you will hear us say a chart is a chart is a chart. Yes, there are nuances between, let's say, futures charts and a stock chart, but the chart in futures says a 9, 21, 55 VWAP, same thing. And so when you learn these indicators, which really says tonight's aftermarket is just, it's gold. Replay it and listen to it because when you become an expert at the indicators, your trading and your profits will increase over time. My opinion, my experience, actually.
which is vast. So that is awesome. Richard, thank you for coming on here tonight. That
Hey,
is
no
awesome.
problem. Since I missed our, Richard's Radar recording, I had to come in.
Well,
I
thank
was
you.
sick the last couple of days,
I
so
was
it's
about
kind
to
of
say, I'm
messed
glad
up.
you're
So.
feeling better. I don't like it
Oh,
when you're
so
sick.
much better. So much
Yeah.
better. Yep.
Cool. I was worried about you. All that
Yeah, you didn't hear very
all that
many dad
TB.
jokes on Tuesday, did you?
Nope. All that TB.
Speaking of which,
No.
Richard, just for you, why does your
Yeah.
sister jump up and down before taking her medicine?
Why does my sister jump up and down before taking her medicine? I give. What is it?
Because the label says to shake well before using.
You know, no, I'm not going to touch it. That's a female joke, right? That's a good one, though.
Yeah, you guys are crazy.
Oh my gosh, we've created a monster. A monster, I tell
Oh
you.
man. He's just
All
trying
right.
to keep up with you.
That's
One
that
more,
one's great.
one more, just because
One more.
it suits the panel.
Is it indicator joke?
What do old people call happy hour?
What do old people call happy hour?
I don't know. I'm not old. What do they call it?
When I
Nap
get to go
time.
to Taco Bell?
They call it what? Did you say
Nap
half
time.
time?
Nap time.
Nap time.
But if I take a nap, I'm taking a nap for 2 hours. Did you
James
hear the
quit.
did you hear the story that I told? I was sick. So I went to the doctor yesterday and he's examining me and stuff and he's kind of saying like um like you're saying your problem is in your stomach and stuff, right? I go, yeah, it seems to be giving me a problem. And he goes, like, are you eating healthy? And I'm going, oh, did Don call you?
Yes.
But it-
I'm so
but
glad
it-
he asked you that.
So anyway, so get this right, okay?
Good
So
doctor.
I'm sitting there and he's kind of going on with different, like, how much do you exercise? And da-da-da-da, right? And so I told him, come on, doc. I said, I'm an old fart. Yeah, for those that don't know, I'm over 70. And so I said, I'm an old fart. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the phone in my pocket starts saying out loud, the term of an old fart may be considered mean or
Derogatory.
derogatory to
Derogatory.
people of age. And the doctor and the nurse are cracking up, and I'm trying to pull it out to shut it off. It's like, stop it. But it actually just came out and started talking on its own, almost like when sometimes at home I have an Alexa and we don't have Alexa on, and all of a sudden we'll ask a question and Alexa will say, I have found these 3 sources for what you're talking about. It's like, what? Turn off.
Yeah, it's creepy.
It is kind of creepy. They're
Okay,
like
okay.
spying on you.
Okay. Last one, just because you were talking about going to the doctor.
Okay.
Guy goes to the doctor and says, my stomach just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The doctor says, you should diet. The guy says, what color?
I knew it. I knew it.
There we go.
I
That one we
knew it.
knew. Yep.
I knew it. When you said diet, I'm like, okay, what color? I
Yep,
knew that.
what color? Yep. Do we have any other questions in the audience that would like to, be clarification on our indicators, which is our focus, because they are so important. If you don't know what are resistance and support lines and what are indicators like the 9, the 21, the 55 VWAP, etc., then you're going to have a hard time knowing which way the stock you're looking at is going and how to react to it. So do we have any other? Now's the time to ask. We're here to help you and help you show you that the experience that we have here as a community, it's fun. We all care. We're family. It's just become so close. It's like these are some of my best friends that maybe I haven't even met in person, but one day we'll want to. Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
We're developing. It's family to me. It's more than friends, actually.
Yeah,
But trading alone sucks. Even when I was in an institution, we had many people on different computers. And so you have your own little family inside the institution because it isn't just one person in the institution, especially the size that I was in. But when you're a single person and alone and trying to know how should I do, and you go to some of these other sites that actually don't let you open the mic, don't let you ask questions, you just watch, observe, and then they say, "Oh, we got this," and it's like, okay, but you can't. If you're confused, you can't ask a question. With our group, with American Dream Trading, you get hands on. You're not alone, and that's critically important to your success because there is two sides to trading: the mechanical, knowing how to react and how to respond to the indicators and what's going on with the stock, and the mental side of it, the emotional side of it, that when you have a loss, you don't know how to recover and you try to go in and do it again and lose more. We help you stop that. And so, did we see any questions?
Well, I agree 100% with you, Richard. I would definitely let Don buy our Taco Bell.
Yep, I would too.
And yes, Todd Alberis, why a 55? Just curious. Why not the 45 or the 50? I think you said
Okay,
the 50
okay.
Yeah, that's definitely
institutions
a good
use
The
the
research
50.
50 is the one the world knows. And if you go to other sites, they will have the 200 MA and the 50 MA on those charts. It's very consistent. So the world, as being an institution, we look at the 50 and the 200. However, we have had members that have done replays and back testing gobs of times. I mean, huge amount of times. And
Very
what they have
extensive.
found, extensive, that's a better word for it. Yep. I'm thinking of gobstoppers, back to candy and food. But anyway, they 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 have done so many replays and studies and back testing that they have found that for whatever reason, a little tweak to the 55 has made it a little bit more accurate. And that's why we do it.
Another
So,
reason to
And this
join
was all
American
yeah,
Dream Trading.
yeah.
this was all back testing, extensive back testing and tweaking on the 55 or coming to the 55, back testing the 2 minute EWO strategy.
Correct, correct. Which is another thing that we didn't talk about here, but there's a lot to learn, and it's too much to give you everything
All in
at
one
one
show.
time. You
Correct.
just can't do it. It's
I
just too
started
much.
to mention it when I had the trading view indicators up because it was sitting down there so pretty with open. But I'm
Yeah,
like, no, that's not, let's not confuse them. We're on this
yeah.
right now. So
Let's let just James confuse them. That's great, James.
Yeah, well,
keep tuning
my
in. We got some good stuff for you guys.
my
Yep.
multitasking skills are multitasked.
Yeah, but I
So
just want you guys to know that take it a step at a time. We try to show you, we give you a glimpse of the piece of the depth of the learning that we have. And with the $19 2-week special, please take advantage of it. You're not going to find it anywhere else. And at some point, that's going to go away also. So if you haven't made a decision, I'm really curious as to what has stopped you from doing it. I will give one summary. I don't want, if we're going over time, just say, okay, let
No,
me
we're
know.
fine.
Okay. And that is, I've thought a lot about why people will look at it, watch us. They will say, there is something here that's different. That's the spirit telling you there's something different here. But yet they won't make the move. They won't invest in themselves and come in. And the conclusion that I've come to, and I could be 100% wrong, but I believe everybody, there isn't one person on this earth that is of age enough to be able to invest that hasn't have hurt in their life.
Yeah.
Whether you've lost money trying to trade, you've had people say there's things going to be and it wasn't true, it was false. You joined a multi-level organization and found out you were just pouring money into um, product and not really making any money. But whether, and it could be like that with business, but it could also be hurts with health, where you've been suffering with different illnesses that get in the way. I myself, I had a blood vessel bust in my eye, which has affected my seeing. So I have a pain or a problem with sight, which is why I need people to read questions and answers and stuff. And it could be, so it can be emotional hurt, people that have gone through abuse, people that have gone through things, but whatever it is, it's sometimes when you're going through the hurt, it's hard to believe that maybe you could have a life that doesn't have that there is an opportunity that can take, or at least minimize, or make more peaceful um, the situation you're going through. So my advice is, I believe in prayer, and I'm not trying to convert anybody to do anything, but if you have that thing that you're wrestling with and you don't know what to do, take a moment and consistently pray each day for a while on the same thing, because I do believe prayers are heard, that
Yep.
you do get an answer, maybe not immediately in that same day, but all my prayers have been answered. And sometimes I don't even recognize the answer, or
I was going to say, and sometimes you have to be open to the answer. It may
right,
not be
yes,
the one you're
exactly,
looking
Absolutely.
for,
right, yeah, exactly, yep. And
but
so, but
real,
if you
real
do
quick, Miss,
that, you'll get it. Go ahead.
real quick, Miss Dawn, you're missing one of the specials,
Which one?
the $79 VIP.
Oh,
Oh, there's a 79 VIP.
Yeah, that's
Does
the
it
newest one.
include does that
this
include?
one?
There you go.
Wow, that's very cool.
The
Thanks for reminding me.
Does that
caveat to
come
that,
with
I
a
do not remember if that one includes the
VIP gold breakout?
well, no, it's not the gold. It's just the VIP. But I
Just the
don't
VIP.
remember if it
Okay.
includes coaches indicators for the 2 week trial as well or not. That would
Yeah.
be something that Dawn would have to look up, or I bet Maria could probably get an answer to real quick.
Or Miranda, if Miranda's down there.
Miranda, yeah.
Nice catch, James. Nice
But
catch.
while they're doing that, Todd had another question.
Go ahead.
He says, "Thanks. I use the 9 EMA and 40 SMA on 1 minute because I've back tested the 20 SMA on 2 minute. That's why I use 40 SMA. Thanks for answering my question."
So what's the question?
I guess there wasn't
I
a
didn't
question.
catch. Yeah, I didn't get the
Yeah, I guess there
question in
wasn't
there.
really a question in there.
I can tell you from institutional background, the 40 is not a major one that is used. Um, the 5 minute very much is used. The 15 minute is used. 30 minute, hour, um, 4 hour, which will give you more of a macro thing of the economy that's going on in the day trade. Those are much more common. The 20
Hmm.
or what do you say, 40?
40, yes. Yeah, he
Yeah,
says he uses
that
the
is,
9
yeah.
EMA and the
The 9
40
is,
SMA on the 1 minute.
and the SMA, for those that don't know, it is simple moving average.
Right.
But it's not, it's really in the business world and institutional world, the 40 is not used. If it works for you, go for it. Keep it, use it. That's great.
That's what I was going to say. Ultimately, too, that's the key to
Personal
everything. If
decision.
you found
Right.
something that works for you,
I've heard other people say that they've used the 6,
yep.
different numbers, the
Yeah.
4. So what
I've heard people
works for
say they
you?
use the 30-second chart, which there ain't no way I'm using the 30-second.
Yeah, but if
It's
you can do it and you're consistent, go for it.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I gotta
If,
go pee. I better
I
use the
have used this
30-second chart.
selectively, only when there's something that's hemming and hawing, and I just want to get a quick glimpse into what's going on inside of that candle. That's I've used it on occasion, but I don't make a habit of it because it's a lot of information and it can cause you to panic
It
sell.
creates a lot of noise.
Yep,
A lot of noise.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It really
But
and
does.
like I
Maria
said, if
says,
you've eaten something and you feel like you have to go to the restroom, jump into that 30-minute candle, because it's a 30-second candle, because you can, like, there's the play and I'm out of here.
Maria said, yes, the indicators are included with the $79 VIP 2 week trial.
Okay, cool.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you, Maria.
Yeah, thank you very much. Was there any other question?
And
the person who did the 40, did you have a question that was in? Because we didn't read it as a question. If there was a question,
well, no, he said the question we had earlier about using the EMAs on macro timeframes.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So to
Yeah.
get
It's
signed up
just
for
I
these
thought
memberships,
I breezed over his next statement and thought there was a question in there. It's my misinterpretation.
no, you're good. To get to these membership trials that we've been talking about, you would go to americandreamtrading.com. The link is pinned to the top of this live chat here. And it's also for those of you that couldn't catch us live and you're watching us on the replay, just go to the description of the video and it is there. Also, so is the tip jar. That is pinned as well. And also in the back in the description of the video, but there's a QR code for it as well. If any of you would like to tip the host of the show, it's right there. Much appreciated. Not mandatory, but it is much appreciated. Sort of a buy a coffee type of thing. So
Yeah, because she needs a sweatshirt before winter comes. These
I
jerseys.
I do.
Uh,
But yeah, you guys are so awesome. And speaking of tip, you can tip Richard as well for all the information he's given us right over on our Discord. His tip jar, his Cash App is right over there, and we are both very appreciative of that.
very much so.
Yeah. Yep. So with that being said, gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get us out of here with Coach's Rules. That's what I normally end the show with. So please stick around and watch those. Those are the backbone of why we're successful at American Dream Trading. It's important to protect your assets. More important to worry about the process and the protection of your capital than it is to worry about profit, because if you do that, the profits are going to come. Would you guys agree with that?
Totally.
100%.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, James.
Can I make one other small request, Miss Dawn?
Sure.
Do you happen to have the gratitude video queued up?
I don't, but I can cue it up. We haven't played that in a while, have we?
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Coach talking about being grateful.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It gets
I got
me every
inspired
time.
one weekend, Richard.
Okay, while you're loading that up, can we
Okay.
please type in the chat a 1 if you are not a member already? If you're somebody here that's just checking us out, please type a 1 in the chat and let's see how many are here that hopefully are evaluating whether to join or not. And James, if you can kind of look and count, hopefully we still have some that are here and haven't left.
Yes, sir. But I don't know if he's still here, but I do not recognize the name Todd Alvarez.
Speaking of videos, everybody do me a favor. Juan spends a lot of time doing these videos. So if you guys could put some comments on them, put a like and share those out, that would really be wonderful. Go to our TikTok, our social media. Just go to American Dream Trading on X also. And TikTok over there. Let me see. Grateful. Where are you? Yeah, Richard, I was inspired one weekend and just found a section and put some sections together of Coach being Coach.
Very cool.
And got some footage to go with it. Oh, here we go. So hold on. Let me go ahead and.
Did we get any number ones in any of the chats at all?
Not yet. I wonder if Todd moved on.
Well, since I'm a special guest coming in, and actually I'm a crasher. I guess I'm officially a aftermarket crasher today.
I love it.
You guys missed an opportunity because I was going to pay for a 2-week membership trial.
Oh, did you hear that?
Man.
Well, if we say it ahead of time, then people come in and you don't know if they value it. But if they're putting in and saying, hey, they didn't, then it's like, hey, but time is up.
Well, speaking of that, Richard, I don't know how many people actually look at the giving back channel. But I've thrown my hat in to contribute $20 towards the first $79 VIP. If a few others want to get together and chip in on that.
Yeah, I wanted to give it for people coming in here and listening to our aftermarket, because we came in a little bit later today because of some other stuff, training that we were doing with ADT.
Right. No. I get that 100%. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, I tell you what, right now I'm in a situation where I'm working my way back up to that. That's why I put the tip jar out there. So, but when I get in a better situation, James, I will definitely be right there with you, brother.
Oh, I hear you, girl. I'd love to do the whole $80 for somebody, but not this week.
Well, sometimes when you do it, you're not, especially if it's somebody new, you don't know. It's how do you gauge that they're going to recognize the value
Are they
and
going to take
apply
it seriously?
themselves?
Yeah.
If it's just they're throwing this out, I'm going to take it, and then they're only in their 2 days of the 2-week trial, it was a waste of time and it was a waste of our money, right?
That's where, in my opinion, you have to take a leap of faith in people.
Yep.
And with that being said, how about
let's hear that? Is this the celebration one here?
This is Grateful. Yep.
Okay, yeah, let's see it.
I mean, think about it. Millionaire, right? There's more to it than just making 7 figures. There's more to it than being, right, than financially set now the rest of your life. It's time, freedom, not worrying if somebody gets sick, if family needs your help, right? You don't have to worry about taking time off. You don't have to worry about asking. You don't have to worry about medical debt. You don't have to worry about saying no. If somebody you know is hurting or struggling, you can go, I'll take care of it. There's so much more behind this, right, than the flashy cars and the houses and the Rolexes and the things. This is where I want all of you to get. This is not our first dance. This is not our first millionaire. Right? We've done this 12 times around now for people that I know of. We've made other people millions of dollars, but they were already existing millionaires. These are millionaires, right? From here at American Dream Trading. I need you guys to understand what we do is different than anybody else in your lives ever. I'm just so grateful that I lost my job when I did. Me and my wife both losing our jobs at the exact same time within 30 days of each other was the greatest gift that's ever happened to us. That struggle that we had in between us losing our jobs and me doing this full time was the greatest thing that's ever happened in our lives. I've made a lot of money before, and I've been dirt floor poor before. I've been there, I've done it, I know the struggles, I know how hard it is. It is not just saying a millionaire. It's to never worry again. How many people in this room would love to have the freedom to do whatever, whenever, however, take care of every person you know, every loved one, never worry about a thing ever again? Stay the course. I mean it. I'm passionate about what I do. I love seeing it when people become successful. I love working with you when you're not, because I've done that, right? I want that for everybody in this room. And I know some of you, right, are like, oh, but I'm not, I'm still struggling. That's okay. It's a part of this journey. That struggle, the hard stuff is what makes it, when you make it, the greatest feeling. If it was easy, it wouldn't feel good when you got there, right? And that is what you get to hold on to. So if you are still in that struggling phase, that's good. That's a good thing. You need to stay in it until you're out of it. You need to embrace it, right? You need to embrace all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly, the whole thing. I need you to understand that. Without the hard, the good, it's not good. If everybody was a millionaire, would $1 million be good anymore? It'd be worthless, right? So if this was easy for everybody, there would be no stock market. What would be the purpose? You'd get paid minimum wage to do what we're doing in the stock market if everybody could do this job. Am I right? Keep going. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for letting me spend a couple minutes, but I'm so happy. I'm so excited for our members. I'm so grateful for all of my moderators, all of my training staff. I'm so appreciative. Today I am grateful. Listen, if you guys are struggling, I want you to think about this. If you guys are struggling, I want you to change however you feel into gratefulness. It's hard to be angry or sad when you're grateful. It's hard to be hateful or hurtful when you're grateful. Am I right? It will replace, gratitude will replace all of those emotions. I want you guys to come from a place of gratitude. I am grateful that I have the opportunity. I am grateful that I lost my job to have the time to work on this. I am grateful for another day that I get to wake up and feed myself. I am grateful that I have the ability, right, to go for a walk. I am grateful that I have another chance to prove myself that I can do things that nobody else has ever done. I am grateful for this opportunity, right, to be a part of this community. I want you guys to think about that. I want everybody in the room to flip the script wherever you're at, whatever you're struggling with, because we're all human beings. Listen, I train over 1 million people in this room. That means over 1 million people have come through this room. Everybody with different walks of life, drug addiction, alcoholism, beaten, battered, bad things, right? I want you guys to turn all of that into gratefulness. Every day. Be there for each other. This is what we are as a part of this community. If I pass away tomorrow, this community needs to continue. American Dream Trading needs to continue, and everybody needs to continue to help each other and be the light. When the world is crying out recession and bring out your dead and oh no, everything's burning, and you be the light. Say, no, I am grateful I can do something that I was trained to do. Right? Every day, please wake up and be grateful. Put it in your journals right now. Everybody in the room, if you don't have your journals out, do it. If you have a computer in front of you, type it. You have a notepad next to you, write it down. Everybody, seriously, wherever you're at in this walk with us, be grateful that you're here and you're able to do it. You know, think about this. If you're on the other side of the planet, you can't even afford to have a phone to listen or watch, right? You might not have what you have today, even in your darkest hour. There are people that would literally do anything they can to be in your shoes, even in your darkest struggle. So there is no more woe is me. Pick yourself up with your bootstraps, get to work, show up every day, get to work.
There we go.
Very cool.
So with that being said, do you guys have anything you want to add before we go to the rules?
Just come and join us. Take a step of faith and come and join us.
And don't forget to be grateful.
Yeah.
All right, gang. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will do this all over again. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Thank you, Don. Thank
you guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream training, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see success starts with who you believe you can be. American dream training, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. It's not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you helped me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.